Hello, this person here, coming to another video, and it's actually the night right now. It's actually very early on Sunday, considering the fact that it is 12:33. But I obviously don't need to tell you that. You can see it on the screen over there. But I wanted to make my predictions video to the 2020 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Now, originally what I do is I do the predictions and the reaction, but I decided for this pay-per-view to do the predictions first and then the reaction because honestly I don't like how I end up making the predictions like after the pay-per-view has already been going on, and I just get spoilers, and that can get pretty annoying at times, and I just want to make the predictions and then get straight into the reaction once the show is over. So that is why I am doing this video, and also I decided to show this cool, I think it was a pretty cool Elimination Chamber photo showing a I don't know what kind of shot that is, like an over-the-top shot of the Elimination Chamber, because that looks epic. Anyway, yes, so tonight, I guess you could say you could still say it's the night, but anyway, yeah, I am going to predict the results, obviously, of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, which honestly is looking decent, I guess, but it's definitely not the a Elimination Chamber pay-per-view to be absolutely excited about, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't feel like it's the prelude to WrestleMania. I think that's safe to say. And also, all the matches are pretty predictable in their own right, I would say. But I'm not gonna let that stop me from making my predictions video. So, without wasting any more time with it, and without repeating myself over and over and over again, let's get right into the predictions. And now, here are on the WWE CBS website, which I always resort to. And before we get into the predictions, Elimination Chamber will have a start time of 7 p.m. With the kickoff show beginning at 6. I find that very helpful so that I get an idea of when to start my reactions. But yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the match card. We're not going to waste any more time. We have the Women's Elimination Chamber match between Natalya, Liv Morgan, Shayna Baszler, Asuka, Ruby Riott, and Sarah Logan. Now, we all know who's winning this match. I mean, it's so obvious. They built it up for so long. We already know who's going to win the Elimination Chamber match, which kind of ruins it in a way, because it takes away the mystery of learning who's going to win the chamber match. But I feel like maybe if they have some solid action and then they deliver in the chamber, then it'll be a good match. But anyway, let me give the obvious pick for the winner of this match, and that, of course, is going to be Liv Morgan. No, okay, I'm kidding. It's definitely not Liv Morgan. It's Shayna Baszler. I mean, that's the match we all want to see anyway, because literally none of these other women have been booked that strongly. We don't want to see any of these women face Becky Lynch, especially at WrestleMania of all places. So obviously they're gonna have the marquee match of Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. Now, I feel like it will be a good match, but it would be a lot better if Becky Lynch's the man gimmick was more over, because it has definitely died down over the past year. People don't really care about it anymore, and I would assume that there are not very many other fans want to see Becky Lynch as champion anymore. But she was the only top woman on Raw who could possibly be the champion, especially considering Charlotte Flair had won a women's title 10 times already, and she's challenging for the NXT women's title. So, obviously, they want to have this match, and I would predict that at WrestleMania, Shayna Baszler is going to win, which I think will be a very interesting reign. But we're not talking about that. We were just giving the predictions for the Women's Elimination Chamber match, which is obviously Oh my gosh. I talk so fast sometimes and my words get all jumbled. Anyway, Shayna Baszler is the obvious pick for this match. And then we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match with The Miz and John Morrison defending their titles against the New Day, Heavy Machinery, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, and the Usos. Now, I definitely agree with the fact that Miz and Morrison are the champions heading into this event. And even from just seeing them for like a month and a half, I already love them as a tag team, as I'm sure a lot of others do. But, and then I do like how they're defending the tag team championships inside the Elimination Chamber instead of just like a 2-on-2 tag team match, which is what I was expecting for the pay-per-view. But I think this is a better option, especially considering the fact that I don't know what. I mean, the only other match they could have Elimination Chamber match they could have had is like maybe a number one contenders Elimination Chamber match for the Universal title, just so there would be a reason, like a legitimate reason for why Roman Reigns would challenge Goldberg for the championship, but obviously that's not what happened. We got a promo between the two with no build-up whatsoever, and we're just getting the match at WrestleMania. Because that's the build everyone wants to see between Bill and Roman. It's just a promo between the two, but anyway... but I mean, I am getting way sidetracked here. Anyway, in this match, I predict that The Miz and John Morrison will retain the tag team titles, especially considering they haven't even held the titles that long. So I don't see why, they would give it to any of the other teams, especially the stories that are, that have been built between some of these other teams. Anyway. Then we have the Intercontinental Championship match with Braun Strowman defending the championship against Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. Like, anyone actually cares about this match. I don't see why anyone would, to be honest. Especially considering the fact that no one cares about Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. And they all have been and that's because they've all been, ruined beyond repair. But, that's why I think it's obvious that Braun Strowman is going to win this match, and we'll just move on from there because there's really nothing interesting to talk about there. And then we have the Raw Tag Team Championship match with the Street Profits retaining their newly won tag team titles against Seth Rollins and Murphy. And in this match, I mean, it's obvious that the Street Profits are going to win, especially since they won the tag team titles. I believe it was just this past Monday night on Raw. Yeah, it was just this past Monday night on Raw. And I am happy about that result. Although I really wouldn't have cared who won. But I knew for a fact that the Street Profits are gonna win once I heard that it was gonna be their last tag team title opportunity. Like they would never challenge for the titles again. Which, by the way, does make me curious about something. I'm pretty sure it's a stupid question once I ask it, and I'm pretty sure there's an obvious answer to it, but maybe there's not, and that's why I'm going to ask it. If the Street Profits do end up losing those Raw Tag Team titles, I don't know to which team, but if they end up losing, then will they get a shot at the Tag Team titles? I would assume yes, but there's still speculation towards that one. But anyway... I don't know if I said this already, but no, I did say that the Street Profits are going to retain. Okay, we're not going to become redundant here because we hate doing that. And we are just going to move on to the next match. We got AJ Styles versus Aleister Black in a no disqualification match, which I am pretty hyped about. That's like one of the best matches on the card because these are both very talented wrestlers, and it's a no DQ match. However, I feel as if someone's going to get involved in this match. Most likely the OC is going to get involved because of fucking course they would. But, this one's a little more tougher than their ones. This one's not so obvious. Like, I feel like they should build Aleister Black's momentum more and give it to him. Especially, especially considering that's what they've been doing for the past, I don't even know how many months, like 3 or 4 months, when he actually from the very beginning that he came onto the main roster. But then again, AJ Styles has his match with Undertaker at WrestleMania, and they need to build his momentum. And then again, he did win the match on Raw, but then again, it was a gauntlet match, so I'm not really sure about this one. However, I think I'm going to go with Aleister Black on this one. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet for the win, and I hope that I'll be correct in that one. But if not, then it's whatever. We have the U.S. title match between Andrade and Humberto Carrillo. Now, I know that I can expect a lot from this match, because these are both very talented wrestlers, and I'm glad that they're getting a spot on the pay-per-view. I don't know if it's in the pre-show or what, but it should be a good match, and I am pretty excited for that one. Once again, one of the other good matches on the card. And in this match, this one's also not so obvious. Like, they could have Andrade retain heading into WrestleMania, or they could give the title to Carrillo. I know that whatever the result be, I believe it's going to tie into the rival. It will tie into the other two men who they are involved in a rivalry with, Angel Garza and Rey Mysterio. But in this match, I am going to say, I think I'm going to have Andrade retaining in this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to have Andrade retaining in this one. Then again, they could give the title to Carrillo, and that's the result I guess I'm hoping for more. Because I would like to see Humberto Carrillo as U.S. champion and see his talent being rewarded with the title reign, but maybe not yet. Maybe it's not his time just yet. So I'm going to predict that Andrade will retain, and then maybe we'll get like a Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania or something. But anyway, that's what a lot of people are speculating. And then I think, yeah, this is the final match posted on the website, and it'll be the final match I predict. Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak. Now, this one is obvious, and one of the matches I am not looking forward to that much, obviously, on the pay-per-view, for obvious reasons. I'm saying always a lot, because I have no fucking idea. But anyway, in this match, I am predicting that Daniel Bryan beats Drew Gulak, especially considering Gulak has basically been a jobber, and they've had Daniel Bryan get these string of victories, and it wouldn't make sense for him to lose to Drew Gulak, but they got to fill up the card somehow. So my prediction is Daniel Bryan wins this one, obviously. Oh my gosh, there it is again. Oh my god, I'm such a dumbass. Anyway, so that's it for the predictions, everybody. So yeah, Elimination Chamber should be a decent pay-per-view. I wish it had a better card. I wish there were a couple better matches on the card, but what can you do? Really nothing. However, I'm pretty sure we will all be watching the pay-per-view. And I would predict that the best match would be... I would predict the best match would be the SmackDown Tag Team title match, and I didn't mention this before, but I think that would be one of the other best matches on the card, or one of the good matches on the card. Anyway, with all that said, we are going to finally end this train wreck of predictions video. Okay, not really, but the only reason why I said that is because of all the times I repeated myself and all of that, because I'm not going off a script or anything, so it's not smooth, because I'm just improvising here, which I'm not the best at, but I'm trying. Oh my god. Oh my god, just give me the credit that I am trying. Also, I guess you could also chalk it up to it being midnight. Anyway, I am done wasting your time in this video, rambling on about nothing. So yeah, I will react to Elimination Chamber tomorrow, and I will see you then. Bye! Oh my god. Come on!